All right, good morning, everybody. It's been a while since I've done a video. I've got a litany of excuses for you, but the easiest one is if you follow me on Instagram or anything like that, I've been deployed to Europe for quite some time, and then since getting back, we've had a lot of weather issues, and frankly, my running habits have changed to the point where I've got a lot more climb, my gear has changed, and I'm still trying to figure out how to really kind of record while I'm doing these runs. But today, we're doing Mount Cheyenne. So you can see it out there. It's kind of got the clouds around it, but it's a really tough climb. This is not the first time that I have done it, and it won't be the last. Realistically speaking, I've been training here probably more often than not, given its proximity to my place of work. So Fort Carson, it's actually right back behind me. That's where I work, being military. I can leave work in the afternoon when I'm done for the day and be here within 10 minutes and get the requisite amount of miles in. So a couple things that you should know about this area before you come out is, one, it's not free. We're in part of the Colorado State Park system. I think it's about $8 a day. I've got a pass that I paid for because I do come here pretty often. And you can do that if you want, but I mean, if you're not going to come a lot, I think it's the cheapest version they've got is about $80. And if you want the one like I've got that you can transport between vehicle to vehicle, it's $120. So it costs a little bit, but it's got camping here. Some things that I do like about it is the trailhead facilities, which I'll show you here. Right over there, you've got this building. It's got very clean bathrooms. It's got a water fountain. It's got some picnic tables, and all in all, it's actually really nice. A couple other things that I'd really like about it, probably because it costs money, is parking here is never an issue. It's 8:12 in the morning right now on May 26th, and it's no big deal, and this is Memorial Day weekend as well. So I've never had a problem with parking, unlike some of the other trailheads for the more popular trails out there, but this one's not bad. There's a lot of other trails besides the ones that we're going to be taking today. Today I'm going South Talon to North Talon. From North Talon you pick up the Dixon Trail, and that's where the heavy part of the climb starts. So all in all, going up to the top of Mount Cheyenne, I'll put it back behind me again, going up to the top of Mount Cheyenne, you're looking at roughly 35 to 3,600 feet of climbing. The first 3 miles or so, somewhere in the neighborhood of 750 to 800 feet of climb, and then the next 4 miles up to the top is where really the majority of it. That's another 2,500 feet in that short set of mileage. So it does get very difficult. You're going to have up to 20% grades. All the signs here, when you look at the Dixon Trail, it specifically tells you that, hey, this thing is difficult to extreme. You hit a certain point on the trail where you thought you were working hard, and then it makes you work even harder. There's no other water or anything like that you can get. So what you need to bring with you is everything you need for a full out and back of that 14 miles with 3,500 feet of elevation. So there's no other facilities out there to refill water or anything, so come prepared. All right, so up ahead you can see the facilities, like I said, where the bathrooms are. Very well kept. Every time I've been in there, it's been incredibly clean. All right, so here's what we're doing today. So you see right here, we're here. By the way, these are my new Lecky poles, which I've never recorded having, but we do have a good amount of climb. And what you'll see is the yellow trail right here, South Talon, and it's actually marked with yellow signs, so it's very easy to keep track of. So we're going to follow South Talon all the way around, and then South Talon right here passes by North Talon. Let me use a different point here. Talon right here is North Talon. We're going to go past that, get this one right here, follow this around, and then the Dixon Trail itself starts here, and then you start the climb, and I'll show you these points on the way. Right, here's what I was talking about. Like I said, you got to bring everything with you. This is an out and back. You can't camp up there. You can't do anything. Another thing to consider is if you bring your dog on your hikes or runs or anything like that, they are not allowed on all of the trails, and I believe they're not allowed at all on the trails that we're on. So right here you can see Dixon Trail. Biggest thing is this thing is right here, difficult to extreme. When you get up there, like I said, you're going to have 20% grades, and it's going to get pretty gnarly for you. So be ready for it. But let's go ahead and get started.
No good. I have a heart that's made of wood, and I am only biding time, only reciting memorized lines, and I'm not fit to touch the hem of your garment. No, I'm not fit to touch the hem of your garment. But only goals. How very empty is my soul. It is a soul that feels no thrill. It is a soul that could easily kill. And I'm not fit to touch the hem of your garment. No, I'm not fit to touch the hem of your garment.
So I'm about 0.86 in at 130 miles, excuse me, 130 feet of climb. So it definitely, the first mile is definitely the easiest mile. Sun might be a problem, there you go. It's definitely the easiest mile, but it's still pretty scenic.
I am intrinsically no good. I have a heart that's made of wood, and I'm only biding time.
Something to think about with this run. You're either going straight up the mountain or straight down the mountain. There's not a gradual incline or decline. I mean, you're muscling up, or you're just on your way downhill. So it's all or nothing at any given point.
Not fit to touch the hem of your garment. No, I'm not fit to touch the hem of your garment. Yeah.
All right, so just hit 2 miles. I'm at about 470 feet of climb. All right, so you're gonna hit a point. I'm just about 2.3 in. The first turn off for Talon South, Talon North, is right at that 2.3 mile. And if you look here, you'll see there's a green sign right there. That's your cue for Talon North. I'm not gonna take that one. So we're here, we started here, worked our way around, hit right here. I'm going, sorry. So started here, went around, I'm right here. This does connect. You can take this feeder right here if you want. Right here, around, and Dixon Trail is right around there. We're gonna go to the next one and cut across here. If you wanna add a little bit of if you do want to add a little bit of distance to your run, I think taking this turn right here probably adds in about another 0.3, 0.4. So do it however you want. All right, so here, right here, so you can see we hit this and it's a hard right, and now we're switching over. Let's get close up here to the green side.
Don't need reasons, don't need rhyme. There ain't nothing that I'd rather do. I'm going down, it's party time. Yeah, my friends are gonna be there too. I'm on the highway to hell, the highway to hell, the highway to hell, the highway to hell. No stop signs, speed limits. Nobody gonna slow me down. Like a wheel, gonna spin it. Nobody gonna mess me around. Hey Satan, paid my dues. Playing in this bluegrass band. Hey mama, look at me. I'm on my way to the promised land. Yeehaw, on the highway to hell. The highway to hell. The highway to hell.
This is one of the prettier parts of the trail, without a doubt.
Don't stop me, Lord, Lord.
I just hit 4 miles and I'm about 1,100 feet in gain, and it only gets steeper from here, so brace yourself.
Hot town, summer in the city, back of my neck getting dirt and gritty. Bend down, isn't it a pity? Doesn't seem to be a shadow in the city. All around, people looking half dead, walking on the sidewalk harder than a match here. But at night it's a different world. Go out and find a girl. Come on and dance all night. Despite the heat, it'll be alright. And babe, don't you know it's a pity the days can't be like the nights in the summer, in the city, in the summer, in the city. Cool town, meeting in the city, dressed so fine and looking so pretty. Cool cat, looking for a kitty, gonna look in every corner of the city, till I'm wheezing like a bus stop, running up the stairs, gonna meet you on the rooftop.
All right, so we made it up to the turnaround for the horse riders and any bikers, and in fact you can see right over here they got a log set up for tying off horses or anything. I've been on this route a lot of times and I've honestly never seen a horse on the Dixon Trail itself going all the way up to the top, but it is from here on is where it goes to the difficult to extreme, like you saw on the sign, so be ready for some very steep climbs. But another 1.5, 2 miles or so, we'll be up at the top and then we get to turn.
Been down, isn't it a pity? Doesn't seem to be a shadow in the city. All around, people looking half dead, walking on the sidewalk harder than a match head.
So I forgot to mention, I'm right at 5.6 miles and almost at 1,900 feet of climbing.
Be alright, and babe, don't you know it's a pity the days can't be like the nights in the summer, in the city, summer, in the city.
baby, when I think about you, think about love, darling, I won't live without you and your love. If I had those golden dreams of my yesterday, yeah, I would wrap you in the heaven, feel it dying all the way. I feel like making love. Feel like making love. Feel like making love. I feel like making love to you. Baby, if I think about you, think about love. Darling, if I live without you, live without love. And if I had the sun and moon and they were shining, I would give you both night and day, love satisfied. Yeah, feel like making love. Feel like making love. I feel like making love. I feel like making love to you. And if I had those golden dreams of my yesterday, yeah, I would wrap you in the heaven, feel it dying all the way. Feel like making love. Feel like making love. Oh baby, I feel like making love. I feel like making love to you. Oh, feel like making love. Oh baby, I feel like making love. Yeah, I feel like making love. I feel like making love to you.
That's the end of the Dixon Trail. There's a little bit further that you can go if you want. It took me 7.4 miles or so, 3,000 feet of climbing, but you can see right here, you do have some trails that continue going. There's a little access road because there's a antenna farm. You can't see it, it's on the other side of those trees there, but you can keep going if you want. I might go just a little bit further, but it's time to put the poles away and start going downhill. Pace has been terrible with those climbs, stopping and filming and everything, and I'll gain a decent amount back, but it's a hard climb. Some beautiful sights along the way, but it's definitely a tough one, so beware if you're not ready for it. You might want to pace yourself with some smaller ones first.